good morning, because it's morning for me, but it might not be morning for you when you're watching this. Welcome back to Pennies and Pencils. Apologies that you did not get extra videos last month for the week 3 and 4. Everything went a bit wrong. We are trying desperately to sort out this money management for us. So as the channel has been intended to use so that we can manage our finances better, be held a little bit more accountable for what we're doing with our money, I am going to very much try to do videos for every week, even if it's kind of all gone to nothing and I'm feeling very sad about it. So we are going to start afresh for what is our week 1 of August. Our main money comes in on the 13th of the month, so our month runs from the 13th to the 12th. We get paid one lump sum on the 13th, and then there are several 4-weekly payments that come in throughout the month. So I'm trying to manage those two budgets alongside each other, which I think is sometimes where the problem comes in for me. But it's all a learning curve, and considering we were not taught very well about finances when we were younger, at least I'm addressing it now, which is the main thing. So we're going to forget about last month. We're on to a new month. I've sat down with my budget. I've looked at where we're spending money, where we need more money, made some changes and adjustments, and we're just going to see how things go. Some of you will remember that last month I did a big bulk food shop and then set aside just £100 a week for kind of chopping up things and the things that you need to kind of replenish more often. So that actually worked really well. So I'm going to do that again this month. What I'm going to do is show you our so in my lovely budget thingy here. So what I've done is separated it out. These are our bills. These go out on the 13th, 14th, 15th, depending on when they are. One-off payments that I've got to make this month are here. And then this is all our cash stuffing for this week. So these two here are monthly and these are all weekly. Now you'll see here that I've got no challenges going into the binders this week, and that's because what I'm trying to do is, rather than separating out money for challenges weekly, I'm going to wait till the end of the month, because with what we're prioritising at the moment, which is getting the house done, I can't guarantee there's always going to be money for challenges. So unless it's something very specific that I want to start saving for, or I need to start saving for, I'm not going to do anything for challenges on weeks 1, 2, 3. Week 4, hopefully there will be money left and we can start doing challenges, because you will notice an array of lovely things here. For my birthday, I got some lovely bits off of some very, very sweet people. We've got a lovely little cash tray. We've got a dice tower, which I really want to start using, and I've got actual dice. These all came from Little Moon Designs. It's Abby, I think it is, isn't it? Abby over at Little Moon, and bless her, she sent me some little dice and some scratch off tools, which are very cute, and especially given the fact it is coming up to Halloween and the autumn season, I am loving the pumpkin. And then Jenna over at Life of Jenna also got me these lovely sparkly multi-sided dice, so we need to be able to start using these really. And also I got some lovely little challenges from Abby as well, all as part of my gifts for my birthday. So yeah, I'm very happy with those. Want to be able to start getting those in with the challenges and working out putting those into the budget somehow. So with this in mind about how we spend our money and everything else, I have taken a little leaf out of Jenna's book over at Budgets and Dreams. I have finally finished watching her whole 4-year journey. The whole 4 years I've done it. So now I am starting on other people's journeys and just, again, building in, taking tidbits from everybody, kind of like what works, what doesn't work, give it a try. If it doesn't work, try something else. So what I've done is, because our larger amount came in on the 13th, but we had one of our 4 weekly amounts come in on the 11th, we used a few little bits out of the smaller amount of money. But what I've done is I've actually written down exactly what we spent and which part of our budget, which category it needs to come out of, so that we're not eating into what the big buffer that I've left for the end of the month, because that big buffer at the end of the month is what I would hopefully be able to put into challenges. So we're going to see how this goes. So as we're going through, when I'm cash stuffing, I'm hoping to not get too muddled with it. But basically, I'm going to separate all of these out. So for some of it, we won't be putting the whole amount into the category it should be in, but I'll explain that as I go through. I'm going to have a miscellaneous envelope, which is where all of this money will go because it's been spent from the bank rather than the cash. And then at the end of the month, that will already be there in cash, and hopefully we won't have had to touch it for anything else, and it will go straight into challenges. But I'm not putting any pressure on myself. We will see what happens. I think the idea that I keep pushing so hard for this to work is almost like I'm over pushing it. And rather than doing that, I want to just try to enjoy doing this and getting it to work for us. So we will see how things go. No pressure, let's just try and get it to work. I've just got to open the laptop up so that I can see where I'm putting all the money, because I didn't separate it out into all the categories. So yeah, I'm going to do this every day of the month for anything we have spent, and ideally what I really like is to have some no spend days, because that would be amazing. So I'm just going to have the laptop open to the side of me so that I can actually see where we are putting the money. And first things first, shall we actually count out the money and put it in that beautiful money holder, because it's been a long time coming, this. Right, I've been to the bank and the post office this morning, and the woman did not look at me like she was very impressed when I asked for all the money. But hey ho, never mind. She'll get used to me. So this is going to look like, wow, that's an absolute wad, but it's because some things I've also noticed at the start of the month, we have bigger plans. So I'm trying to stuff heavily on some things that will get less throughout the rest of the month. And as I say, I have adjusted some bits and pieces throughout the budget. So some things are getting more than they would have in previous months. And that's just because of where our priorities are lying at the moment. So should we give this a count? I'm going to split this up because it's quite a lot, and I've got small hands, and I will sort these notes out because that's just going to annoy people, isn't it? It's going to be annoying. Let's turn all these around the right way. Oh gosh. No, they're still the wrong way up, aren't they, that one? That's better. Why don't the cash quotes actually just give you all the money in the right amount? I'm going to do it all together. Let's see how my counting skills are today, shall we? Right, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 96, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 7, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 8, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 900, and there is £20 coins here. And that will all become clear in a few minutes. Oh, look at that. They slot in there very nicely. I think I got all those the right way around. Apologies, that was not the prettiest way of counting all the money. Oh, where's the slot? Right. So, £920. Let's start putting some money where it needs to go, shall we? Right, you've got to take some receipts out of there from last month. These, I'm not entirely sure how I'm feeling about these envelopes. I might have to look for some different ones, which is a bit sad because I only had them 5 minutes. But right, so food is supposed to be getting 100, but because of what we spent yesterday, it's getting 95. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 95. And that will go in there. Now the other fiver will go into this miscellaneous at the back. I think it was actually £5 and 7p. So and then I have another little pencil casey thing around the back here for leftover money from the month. Not a lot from last month, but hey. My bank account finished with 50p in it, which I was actually quite impressed with because normally it's a big fat zero. 50p is better than nothing. Right, fuel, again, yesterday we spent, think about this, Roxanne, we spent £30 in fuel, did that on the card, so £20 in there. Now what I've done is I've taken out all the money, so £30 for the fuel, the other £5 from the food budget that we already spent, and that goes into miscellaneous. And hopefully this will all still be here at the end of the month. Right, next thing is home ed money. Imogen has 20, 40, 60. Another Horsey Fun Day coming up at the start of September. So we need to pay for that one. And then next month starts her additional riding lessons. So I might pay that via the bank because if I pay for 6 lessons in one go, she gets 7 for 1 free. But I'll decide on that later on in the month. Right, household gets 5, toiletries gets 5. Darcy and Zeus, £110. 20, 40, 60. 80, £110. Right, so now Imogen sold her quest. She decided she did not want a quest anymore. So 100 of this is going to Imogen. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and then her normal £10 that she gets. Imogen does have an idea of what she wants to spend this money on, so I will let you know as and when. that happens. But initially she is thinking she would like to buy a snake. So today we will be going for a little walk, not a walk, a drive, to have a look at some snakes. Right, Eli has already spent his money on some sweets and an Xbox game. So he doesn't have any money. Elliot spent his money on some toys yesterday and some Freddos. And I've just realised I should actually have increased Elliot's budget to £15. So I will change that for next week, but try and remind myself that neither boys have any money left. So that would be two £10 notes, and that is going to go in the back down here because it's already been spent. Right, where are we going next? My money, because mine's in here, isn't it? Darcy and Zeus, Elliot, no, home ed, right. So I'm going to give myself £10. I'm going to do it in 2 5s just because it's easier. And because there's still stuff coloured off on there, we won't bother to worry about colouring that off today. The other thing is that I've realised about those wallets as well. I take this out with me everywhere. So if it randomly comes open, everything just falls out. So I am going to have to definitely rethink that plan. Right, where are we going next? Let's go to occasions, birthday, annually type events. Right, so my mum has her birthday this month. What month are we in? August. So the £50 occasions money I am going to put into August, and we will decide what we're going to get Mother when we are ready to get Mother her present. So actually her birthday on Monday, so I need to kind of crack on and get that sorted really. Right, and then we need 70 for birthdays. That's going into Elliot's. He will be getting 300, and his birthday is after our next payday, so there were 250 going in there this month, and then another 50 from next month's birthday allowance, and then I start on the girls' birthdays. So that's that binder. It's a bit boring just putting them in like that. I am thinking about getting some things that we can colour off, but because we're so close to everybody's birthdays and things, I'm kind of a bit like, do I not? So again, this gets a bit boring doing it this way, but we're just going to go with it. So Christmas I'm doing in 10s and 5s, because when it comes to spreading all this out, it will be easier to have money broken down. So that's £40 going in there. And the only other thing we are going to do, so you guys know I said that we were going to use, what's it called? Everup, cashback. See, all these, they don't seem to be staying together. We have £20 between Stephen and myself. So we are going to colour off. It does 75. We're probably going to do this multiple times. Did I have them in here? Actually, I'm just thinking to myself. Birthdays. I thought we had one in here, you know, that I could have used. Ooh, Christmas gifts, Christmas savings, 300. That was what I said I was going to do for Christmas food, wasn't it? Because I don't know who's definitely coming, whether we're doing Boxing Day. That's the one that I'm looking for. I think so I'm going to do We've got 20 between Stephen and I. And then I don't know whether to colour that one in or leave that for something else. I'll have a think. Is that dry? Yeah. Let me know, what do you guys think? Should I use the bigger tracker to colour off so that I know what we've got? Right, let's pop that in there, because although we don't, I need to get placeholders, that's what I need. So we've got £20 in the Christmas food. It's the only thing that doesn't get spent when everything else goes to absolute nonsense, is the cashback vouchers, because it's just a bit of a nightmare. Well, it's not a nightmare, they come through really quick actually. But yeah, I just don't tend to spend it. So that's good. Kind of almost need everything to go in that area of my life really. Right, so Steve is now having all his money digitally. He's joined the gym and he wants to have his money digitally. So Steve's thing has now become buffer, because I need more wallets, and my priority is not to be buying more things with cash stuffing until I've got cash stuffing actually working for us. So that's the plan. Right. So, right, buffer is getting £10. And that's just for, say I've done the food shop, we run out of some bread, some milk, something like that, or I need to post something or whatever. I'm hoping this basically has a ceiling of £10. So if we don't use this, then it just rolls over into the challenges binder. So let's really hope that this is still full next week. Clothes, right, so clothes this month is getting a heftier amount, because the girls have both had to have some uniform for the horses. So we are putting £70 in here. Eli still needs a football kit for his football thing. So £70 going in there this week. Most of that will probably be gone next week, but that's because I know I've got to pay for the girls' things. Eli's football kit will probably come off of Vinted, so I might do that online, and then I'll move the money around next week, or whichever week I buy it in. Hair is getting 20. Right. I have also found a lovely young man, bless him, who is training, and he gets on really well with Eli. So Eli had his hair cut by the apprentice, and it only cost me a £5 rather than the 16 that I normally pay. So that was really good. £10 in health. Last month we had to buy some Sudocrem because Imogen hurt herself, and £9 something for a 175 gram tub of Sudocrem, and it came with like anti-theft devices on it. Like, what world are we living in where A, Sudocrem is nearly £10 and B, it has to have anti-theft stuff on it? Like, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right, car, because we keep spending the money, is now going to have to get £25 a week, because I'm getting a little bit worried about how much we are actually going to have in here for the MOT and all the bits and pieces that needs doing to that. Okay, home maintenance. This is getting a lot. This is where we need to spend lots of money is happening. Why do I feel like something's gone wrong here? I feel like I don't have enough money left for the rest of the things. Right, we'll see. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, no, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 90, 100, no, 80, 90, 100. Right, that's home maintenance. No, that's why. So, home maintenance, we used £12.99. Right, 10, 13. We had to buy a little toilet seat. So Elliot has done amazing with his toilet training, and he is completely toilet trained. He's dry day and night. So we had to buy one of those family toilet seats with the smaller toilet seats so it doesn't fall in, because he's not all that keen on using the potty. He likes to use the big toilet seat. So there we go. The long months needs 20. I feel like something's massively gone wrong here, because I don't have enough money left. What have I done? What have I done, everyone? Right, emergency is getting its usual 10. That was emptied again. Right, let's not worry about that right now. So, I don't know where I've gone wrong. Because I've still got £50 I'm supposed to be stuffing. I don't have £50. Which is rather annoying. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, that was correct. 20 in there, 5 in there, 5 in there. Darcy and Zeus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's correct. Is Innie's wrong? 1, 2, 3, 60. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. Where have I gone wrong? Eli and Elliot didn't get anything. Home Ed got 60. I got 10. Did I definitely put me in there. Miscellaneous. What have I done wrong? Sorry guys, this is very annoying, isn't it? What are we on? 50 in there for Mother's birthday. Well, I mean, I probably won't spend all of that on Mother. 40, 50. 20, 40, 60, 70. That's correct. This one. 20, 30, 40. I am stumped as to what I have done there. Car maintenance. So, basically what I'm trying to say here, days out should be getting 50. So that's our fun memory finder. This should be getting 50. Now I did already give Bella 20 yesterday. She went out with her friend into the big city. They were going to go to the cinema, changed their mind, ended up with an escape room. So I should have 30 to put in here, which I don't. However, what I'm going to do, if I take Elliot's 10, so that's 20, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. let's put that in our family fun. So that's the 30 that should go in there, which means maybe I've just not taken out quite enough because everything else is correct. Maybe I need to go and take some more money out of the bank. And then React, which we're working for towards next year, was supposed to be getting a £5, so that's correct. So I was just like £10 down? No, £30 down. I literally have no idea how that's happened. The other thing I will say, Italy is not going to be Italy anymore. We are having to change it. There have been lots of bad reports of things happening at the site we were going to go to, and they're like stealing. People are into staff, they believe, entering the lodges and things when they shouldn't be, and also regular power cuts. So we are not going to be doing Italy. We're going to look for another holiday, transfer what we've already paid and go from there. So that will change, obviously. Passports we need to still sort out. Airport car parking has actually been included in the cost of the holiday. And kennels, we still need to work out what will happen with doglets when we go on our hollybobs, but we'll work that out as and when. Right, let's put that there, that there. That one back there. Let's put this £3 in our miscellaneous. Unless I put too much in the miscellaneous. What did I spend yesterday? 30 for fuel. 12.99 for the toilet seat. £5 out of food. Eli's. Elliot's, which is still in there. No idea what I did there, guys. Not a clue. I'll work it out. Right, that is that. It's been very lovely catching up with everybody. I hope everybody is well. I hope you're all your budgets are going much better than mine, which generally I know they are, because you're all much more experienced than me at this. So that's me for this week. Wish me luck. We are not going to put pressure on. We've got money where we need it. So let's hope that we can have a lovely, lovely week of just enjoying ourselves, let's say. So I'm going to go and do the big food shop now, get some more cash back, and we'll count that up at the end of the month again and add that to the Christmas savings challenge for food, or tracker rather. Yeah, I hope you guys are all okay. Let me know what you've been up to, anything exciting you've got planned, and how the summer holidays are going for all of you. Obviously my lot are here all the time, so for me it's no different to any other day. And I hope you're all coping in the heat. Other than that, I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you all next week. Bye!